Hello! Today I'm going to make the cinnamon roll, which is this one here. The description is, this cinnamon filled roll is topped with lots of sticky frosting. Okay, this looks like your average cinnamon bun, I guess. So these are pretty much all the ingredients I'm going to use to make this. So I'm just gonna measure these things up and I'm going to start bake because this needs to rise at least twice, and that means 3 hours more or less just of rising. Let's start this, guys. And this is going to be my lunch. Now let's go over to my standing mixer, because you know my arms do not take this stuff anymore. Actually, I'm trying a new recipe for cinnamon buns, so I ended up adding more flour than the recipe called for. Let's see how this turns out. Still need to use my hands to knead this for a few seconds. Now this is going to rise for about 1.5 hours or 2 hours, till it has doubled in size. The filling for cinnamon buns, we all know, sugar, cinnamon, and butter. That's what I'm gonna measure right now. This one is a bit strong, so I'm not gonna use a lot. As I can make the frosting ahead of time, that's exactly what I'm going to do. My cream cheese is already at room temperature, so I'm not going to use any machinery. Our cream cheese here in Portugal is, we only have the type to spread on bread, so it's really soft. I'm gonna add the vanilla right now because this is not solid content. By that I mean it's gonna make it thinner, so okay, we've got the frosting done. Sweet. The dough has risen. Now let's roll this out to make the cinnamon rolls. Okay, this is a pretty big rectangle. That's what we want. Now I'm going to spread the butter on top of it. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. Now let's roll this. We don't want this very, very tight, but we want it reasonably tight. Now we're gonna cut this roll into segments. Okay, now these are going to rise again for about 45 more minutes, or until they have risen a bit. These guys are ready to go into the oven at 190 degrees C, and after they are cooked, I am going to drizzle that yumminess on top of them. In the oven they go. These bad boys came out of the oven. Now I'm gonna let them cool a bit, not a lot, just a bit, because I want to taste one still warm, but I have to wait a bit before spreading the frosting on top of them. Well, I'm done waiting. They are still warm, so I'm gonna take one already. And it's the rounder one, I guess. No, there's another one there that it's rounder, but that's okay. Okay, now it's okay. That's fine. Stop. That's okay. So, first, here you have the cinnamon roll. What do you think of it? Do you think it makes justice to the neopian food? I miss this. Now I still need to know how this dough is after it cools down, because right now it's quite soft and they taste like they should taste. Cinnamony, buttery, cream cheesy. So I'm gonna give this I'm really undecided, 4 or 5 stars. You know, I'm a food lover. It really sucks because I feel like I want to give a 5 to every food, or almost every food. Nah, I'm gonna give these 4 stars and a half. Is this a thing? I'm gonna start a new thing, the half star. This is 4 stars and a half because it's really nice, really good. 4 stars and a half for these baby boys. I'm gonna continue eating. Bye.